Yo, guys, welcome. Let me go through these comments really quickly, and then we'll get straight into it. Zulu, welcome, mate. Nancy, Daniel, welcome. Paul, Stu, welcome. Yeah, welcome, everyone. Good to see you all. Duncan, how's it going? Welcome, Duncan, mate. I'm not going to be looking at gold, really, just because gold's had this big push to the upside, guys. We have got some news as well in 45 minutes. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Good to see you. Let's see who's here, guys. Let's see who's here. But yeah, gold's had this big push. I'm not going to be looking at gold, so I'm just going to focus on NQ here on the 15, really. And we'll break down NQ today together. Okay, we'll see if I can text something on NQ. Right, this is Nasdaq, by the way. But yeah, welcome, Shani. Welcome, Duncan. How's it going? Good to see everyone here. Let me just make sure. Right, yeah, we're good. But yeah, guys, let's see who's here. Drop a like, drop a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, and drop a comment. Let's see who's here, guys. Yo, how's it going? Good to see you all. Can you tell me the difference between gold and normal gold futures? They're just different. Like I said, the futures is the futures on gold is the GC chart. The gold chart that I trade on FX is the XAU USD chart. One's lots, one's contracts. Okay. But yeah, welcome everyone. Right, we'll start breaking Nasdaq down because, like I say, I'm not going to be looking at gold just because gold's taken all these highs out. We have got some news in 45 minutes, so at 1:30 we have got some news. So as soon as that news comes in, we'll obviously see it because it's red high impact news. But like I say, we'll just break Nasdaq down. There's no targets left on gold, so I'm just going to be sticking with Nasdaq. Okay, guys. Hope that makes sense. And let me just push this up a little bit. Nice one. Right, we're good. Sweet. When's the news? 1:30. Yeah, the news is at 1:30. Dylan, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. But yeah, with Nasdaq, what I'm going to be watching is I'm watching this range here. 23,613. That's a decent level on Nasdaq. This level here on Nasdaq's quite key. If I get back above here, then I'll be looking for some upside and some buys, okay? In terms of sells on Nas, I'm going to be looking at 23,589, this level here. Another good area to look for some sells if it closes below. Right now, I can see Nasdaq within this range. So I'm not really going to be doing anything until I break out of this range. If it gives me a half risk entry, I'll look to take it. Okay, I'll look to take it. Let's have a look. Joe, that definitely you. Yeah, Stu, that was me, mate. That was me. Yeah, good job that you asked because there is some fake accounts of me. It's just important to make sure that you're following my real accounts on TikTok. This is obviously the lives that the accounts that I'm live on. They're obviously my real account, so make sure you're following them. What trade did I take? I took a little entry here on Nasdaq. Not much. I only took like $210. It was an entry here. It was these longs at 9 o'clock, and I got out up here at this sort of resistance area. So it was just from the long based on the impulse closure, then the push higher. Like I said, I didn't get the best entry, but I got out as we came into these highs on Nasdaq. So yeah, that's the only trade I've really taken. Yeah, cheers to the follows, guys. Hi, Joe. Phil, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Good to see you. Gold, bro. This is NQ, mate. I'm not looking at gold. Gold's taken all targets. I'm not really interested in gold right here. So I'm focusing on Nasdaq. All right, mate. Let me just move this a little bit so you can see that NQ thing. Nice one. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. I'm watching NQ. But yeah, everyone, welcome to the stream. Good to see everyone here. Have you achieved alpha or even made... I don't know what you're on about, mate. But yeah, decent 30-minute. Cheers for likes as well, guys. Decent 30 and 15 and 15-minute range here on Nasdaq. So that's what I'm watching. Just this NQ range. Breaks above, I'll be looking for upside. Breaks below, I'll be looking for downside. Yo, Bradley, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, Stu, it was, mate. It was. You were talking to me yesterday, mate. But yeah, welcome everyone. Let's see who's in the chat. What's the difference between top one trader and top one futures? Top one futures is the futures side. Top one trader is the FX side. Okay. Happy Thursday, Joe. Happy Thursday to you, mate. Happy Thursday to you. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Whether you're tuning in from TikTok or whether you're tuning in from YouTube, welcome, welcome. Let's try and get a breakout here on Nasdaq and then I can get a decent trade. End the day off before news. If we can get a trade before news, that'd be great. Be done for the US session. Let news play out and then come back in an hour or so. If I get a nice breakout here, I'd like some 15 longs. But yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Watch my entry size. Normally like 1 to 2 contracts on Nasdaq. Yeah, 1 to 2 on Nasdaq. But I just need that breakout for now. Like I said, the 30 is not broke out yet. I either need the 30 to break out or the 15 to break out. Like I say, I'm watching this range. There's some good targets above which I really do like to go and take. Let's have a look at the 4-hour candle really quickly. 4-hour candle could flip up and wick fill as well. You can see last 4-hour close nice and bullish. This 4-hour was just initially pushed down. Could this flip and start pushing higher? Potentially. Yeah, there's loads of fake accounts of me. So you got to make sure that you're following this account, guys. Okay, if you're following this account, you're good. Yeah, any questions as well? Make sure you put the questions in the comments, guys. If you've got any, feel free to ask what you need. Where was my entry? You mean my entry that I caught for my win this morning? I took an entry here on Nasdaq and I got out at this level. So I took that little move there. Just that little like intraday scalp. But other than that, I've not taken anything. I'm waiting for a break out of this range. Do I trade imbalances? No, I don't. I trade breakouts of ranges. Yeah, ranges and breakouts and trade into targets. Like I said, I keep my trading as simple as possible. I keep it as simple as it needs to be to be profitable. You know, you don't need to overcomplicate your trading. You know, I can imagine how much people like to overcomplicate it. You know, and a lot of the time they overcomplicate it because they think that they need to overcomplicate it to be profitable. It's just not true. But yeah, I'm watching this range on NQ, guys, here. Would you say my strategy is overcomplicated? I'll leave it below. Yeah, put a message in what your strategy is and I'll let you know. Is there a liquidity grab here, Joe? Yes, there is, Duncan, here on the 15. Also on the FX chart, we've got one as well down here. So I'm happy to take some longs. Do I trade Nas? This is Nasdaq, mate. This is Nasdaq. NQ. You can't really see it. Let me change the background really quickly so you can see the canvas. I do... Where are we? There we go. Now you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, this is NQ. Yeah, I don't want to make it that. That's a bit OTT, I think. Let me... Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go, that's better. Nice. But yeah, I trade Nasdaq and gold, mate. I trade Nasdaq and gold. What trade did I take today? I took this little trade here, mate. The breakout of this range on Nasdaq. As soon as it came into these highs and up into these structures up here, I went break even, and I took the position off up here at like $200. It was just a little impulse entry breakout. On gold, I've taken nothing though. Yo, Emmy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, Harry, too, mate. Welcome. If Powell... Yeah, potentially, if he does cut rates, yeah. Guys on TikTok, if you want to watch my full screen, head over to my YouTube, Joe Trades. Okay, I'm on YouTube too. If you want to watch my full screen, head over to the Joe Trades on YouTube. You'll be able to see everything. My execution, everything on there. Sweep of 1 hour, 4 hour sessions, highs, scale down to the inverse fair value gap, break a structure, OB target liquidity. Wow. Yeah, bro, it's a bit of a tough one. You know, if you just ask yourself as well, you know, if you was teaching your strategy to someone completely new, how long would it take you to like teach them everything? Bad day for me, 2 L's. What have you taken, Michael? Are they valid trades? Are they valid trades? Are they valid trades? And like I say, guys, if you're new to the YouTube, drop a subscribe. I go live on YouTube every single day, okay? Yes, Harry, how's it going, bro? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if this 15 can close above here, I'm going to be looking for some longs. Just into them highs. You know, a quick bottom wick, and I'll be looking for a flip higher pre-news. You know, we have got news in 30 minutes, so I am going to be only using like one contract. I'll probably only use the 200 that I've made profit. Yeah, if I can get a decent bottom wick down here, I'll put it in. I don't want to put it in instantly. Yeah, it's annoying if this pushes, yeah. That's pre-news volume for you. That is pre-news volume. Nice, more swatch. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I wanted a bottom wick and a flip. I was basically looking for this to push higher. Something like that. I think it can still go and push higher. I might try a little cheeky one contract here in a minute. Because if this reflips bullish, I just want it to come and retest a bit more of this level. You've got to be way more patient. Yeah, patience always pays, Michael, bro. Patience always pays. Yeah, if I can get a buy-in up here, I'm not too bothered because I'll just manage as it comes into these highs here. So I can buy, manage, and have my stop loss down here. Which isn't too bad. Yeah, welcome everyone. It's not going to push now, is it? Yeah, I wanted them buys to be fair. That's annoying. That was the trade that I wanted. I'd be managing as soon as price came into these highs up here. Nice little cheeky 1-to-1, and then I can manage break even, let the rest run. I think it's got more upside if it takes out them highs. But there's no trade there just yet. Yeah, welcome everyone, welcome. I got stopped out. I know it's going to be way more patient. I'll get them back. Yeah, you will, bro. Just keep... That's the main thing about why playbooks and having a strategy is super important. Because you know... Whoa, this is... Let me just focus this. Because you know over time that the playbook's going to work out. Yeah, that would have been a decent little entry. No bottom wick, Joe. There were a bottom wick, man. There were a bottom wick. Do you think the news will be good for Nas, or will it drop? You know, we're seeing this pre-news... Right, what you tend to see on news, you tend to see a pre-news push. So we're seeing this volume push up to the upside. Could this just be a fake move to then reverse price? Potentially. Like I say, I don't know what news is gonna happen on news, but I would just want in this little pre-news push higher, and then I could have got in and out, and then whatever it wanted to do, because I don't trade news. But I know having a little entry here would have been nice into them highs if it would have bottom wicked a bit more. Oh, yeah, the trading view chart doesn't actually look like it, but it has on here. Interesting. But yeah, welcome everyone. It's pushing though, it is pushing. See, I'd be managing break even here if I were in this. Yeah, I'd be managing break even here and letting this run. That's like a decent little entry I've got for news as well. Would I execute it? Probably yeah, because I was watching this chart, Ashton. The thing is with the futures chart and this, they're very similar to the FX, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was a decent trade. I just have to manage at these highs. That's the management point, and it's taken them. That's what the plan says. Natalie, how's it going? Welcome. Would a long on gold at 11 o'clock have been valid? A long on gold at 1 o'clock? At 11 o'clock been valid? It was in this range for me. I was waiting for a breakout of this range on gold. We got the breakout and then the push. So I actually didn't get an entry. I got an entry on Nasdaq today. But it could have been valid, yeah. Oh, Harry, nice one, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, it was a good trade. It was a valid trade. I would have probably been either break even or running this break even into these highs now. Small buy, would have managed now. Beautiful. Good stuff, Phil. Yeah, good trade here. Good trade. This is what I like to see. You know, 30 minutes before news, if it's a valid trade, you can really get some good volume. And, you know, you've got a risk-free trade coming into news, which could fly into highs, lows, whatever. Guys, if you're just tuning into the TikTok, head over to my YouTube, Joe Trades. I'll see you there, okay? So head over to the YouTube, because that's where my full screen is, on Joe Trades on YouTube, okay? Running this break even, legend, good stuff. This is a very clean entry. This is a good break even. If you get hit break even here, don't be too bothered. Like I say, this has got decent legs for potential pushes higher. Hey Natalie, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this has got some legs, potentially. I don't mind this entry. Is gold confirming? Yeah, but gold's confirming with not much to target. That's the problem. Oh, you've got these highs, to be fair. You've got these highs, but news is in 25. Yeah, gold is confirming. I'm going to watch that 15 closure on gold. Close by mistake instead of closing partials. Oh, it's alright. Is this gold? This is NQ. This is NQ, Natalie. Yeah, this is NQ. I'm not trading gold until gold pulls back, really. Yeah, I'll trade gold when it pulls back a little bit. It's taken targets, so... What's this strategy called? It's just, I just trade breakouts of ranges. So I wait for a range in the market, trade breakouts, and trade into targets. Break even for me, yeah. Not a bad break even. I mean, you managed it very well. As soon as you came into all these highs, you've managed it very well. You know, if you took a win, took a partial, good stuff. I think there's more entries to come though this session, for sure. Yeah, we'll see what news does. Let's see what the 15 clause is like, because that will be the 30 clause coming after it. So let's have a look. 15 is still pushing. Yeah, guys, if you got any questions, please let me know. Stick it in the comments. Same strategy as Daniel Holmes. You know, yeah, I know who Daniel is, but it's not the same, mate. Not exactly. Learned off different people. Learned off the same person, same mentor, but different strategy, not the same. Good trade though. Nice break above that range. Bottom wick push higher. Break even is like 9 points. Not the best, but worth it. You're doing it very nicely. Yeah, nice. Like I said, I've been trading this strategy for a few years now, so it's not anything new. Hi Joe. Hi Am. How's it going? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I'd say my strategy, I trade breakouts, but there's a lot of people who trade breakouts, but my strategy is more like, how do I say it? More like rule based. I've got like a rules to it. And you know, I trade with more like of a playbook. So I've got like different entry types that I look for. I trade it with liquidity as well, so quite different. Let me push this forward a little bit. Right, there we go. A bit better. What prop firm am I using? This is Top 1 Futures, mate. I'm using Top 1 Futures prop firm, yeah. Top 1 Futures, Top Step, both good. Both good prop firms. Yeah, this would have been break even anyway, which isn't a bad shout. But overall on this count, we're up quite good. What are we for the week? For the month? Month's not bad. Where are we? Yeah. Like I say, we'll go into that on YouTube anyway. Yeah, I use Top 1 Futures for my prop firm. They are like I say, they're really good instant accounts. If you want a top 1 futures as well, like I say, if you want to get one and you want 50 and you want the discount, just use that link that I'm putting in the use that link in the chat now. You can get yourself a good discount with that code. What chart is this? This is NQ, mate. Let me just move it so you can see the NQ there. Yeah, it's NQ. Guys, if you want to see my full screen on TikTok, just head over to the YouTube Joe Trades, okay? Just type in the same name as it is on my TikTok here, and you'll be able to watch my full screen. You'll be able to see what chart I'm trading, all right? But yeah, we've just taken this liquidity on Nasdaq. If this 15 can close bearish, it might have a dive down on news. You know, it might come and take some of this liquidity to the downside on news. Difference between Forex and futures? Do you mean in the charts? Well, if you're trading gold on Forex, it's XAU USD. It's the gold spot chart. On the futures, it's GC. Or if you want to trade macros, it's MGC. If you just type in GC, you've got MGC and GC. They're the futures charts. Gold's had a big push up. I won't be trading gold until it pulls back. Yeah, once gold pulls back, I'll be open to trades on it. Where am I from? The UK, mate. I'm from the UK. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be watching this 15 clause now. This 15 clause could be nice on gold. On Nasdaq, sorry. I mean, gold's got some more liquidity to take out, but it's just had this huge push up. Why are you speaking American then? I don't know what you mean, mate. Speaking how I always speak. I'm from... I think you're just trolling. I got a nice bearish push at London Open. Nice. See, exactly. Someone knows. I'm not from Leeds. I'm like north. I'm from north. I am from North England, north of the UK, but not from Leeds. American, yeah, that's the first time I've heard someone say why are you speaking American? Crazy. Hey bro, Fabio, how's it going? Nate, welcome mate, good to see you. Good to see you, man. If you have an American accent, I don't know what an English accent is. Yeah, exactly, I don't know what, to be honest with you, I think he's just trolling. Either that or he's a, I don't know. How can I start learning to trade? There's so many different things that you can learn to trade, mate. Like I say, just have a look on my TikTok page or have a look on my YouTube. Head over to Joe Trades on YouTube and there's some videos on there. Some shorts on there. Yeah. So, bro, I'm the American in here. Legend. Rad Trades, what a guy. He's the American. American Lang. Oh my god. Right. Timeout. Do you think timeout, guys? Thumbs up for a timeout for the guy who's... Thumbs up for a timeout. For this guy. Yeah, thumbs up. Crazy. If you're from the UK, you wouldn't know. Crazy. All good, all good. It's we're only having a bit of a laugh. Yeah, but this is Nas has created a decent range here. Nas has created a decent range here, which is what I'm watching now. You know, breaks above here. There's still some good highs to trade into. You know, I've got some good highs to trade into up here. Bang. Yo, Ads, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Kick. You gonna trade New York? Yeah, I'm gonna be on TikTok for maybe another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna end it for another. I'm gonna be on YouTube for another hour. So if you wanna be ready, just go over to YouTube now. I'll be on YouTube for longer. When looking for a range, do you take into account wicks? Wicks and bodies, mate. Wicks and bodies both. So it's like in between. What you'll tend to see is, you know, you'll tend to see, for example, let me show you an example. Let me show you some examples. Even on this, what I'm seeing here, look, okay? Look at this range when it decides to load. You've got wicks up here and you've got bodies down here. My level is like in between these. Can you see? So it's just an average of both wicks and bodies. Just what makes sense as support and resistance. Okay? Do you look at gold or other pairs? I look at gold and Nasdaq. Yeah, I look at gold and Nasdaq. I trade gold and Nasdaq, but I can't really do anything with gold because look at the push. It's had a huge push. If anything, I'd want to see a pullback and then a continuation higher. I don't want to try longing gold here for the sake of like 10 ticks. I'd rather just have a pullback and then buy into them targets. Joe, can you stay on this chart? I'm on this chart because it's Nasdaq and Nasdaq's the same. But for the gold chart, I trade the XAU spot. Yeah. Yes, guys, drop a follow if you're new to the TikTok or drop a subscribe if you're new to the YouTube. Do you wait for 50%? No, I don't. FX team, bro. I don't, mate. Do you trade ES? I personally don't trade ES. But some of the guys in the community, in the mentorship, who trade this strategy or trade my strategy perfectly with ES. Yeah. But for me personally, it's just gold and NQ. I get plenty of opportunity on gold and NQ. You know, I get 8 to 10 trades a week. And for me, that's enough. How many payouts? Oh, this year, I don't know. I've lost count. I'm going to be honest. I'm not just saying that I've lost count. I genuinely have lost count. Maybe like 25, 30 payouts this year so far. But like I say, guys, go and have a look at my free Telegram in the TikTok bio. Go and have a look at my TikTok videos. I make some videos on some of the payouts that I get. Or go and have a look at my YouTube where I've put in multiple payouts. What's your win rate? About 70%. Yeah, I'm going to say 70%. 60, 70, 75. I have 0 payouts. I'm thinking of starting a mentorship. Good idea. No. Because you're not being very transparent. You're mentoring people when you're on your journey. You don't want to mentor people when you're on that journey of getting payouts. Or when you're on that journey of becoming profitable. When you get some consistency for, you know, get some consistency and actually become a full-time profitable trader, then yeah. Not FX joking, yeah. There's a lot of people, though, who do start communities with literally no payouts and no, like, consistency, and it's crazy. That's great, man. Yeah, it's not a bad win rate. This isn't even fair, though, this win rate, 65%. Because break-even's classes as losses. You know, a break-even, if you break even and lose, like, $2, they class it as a loss. So it's like... But like I say, guys, when I'm getting payouts, it's like 2 or 3 payouts at a time. So like I remember like it was like 4 months ago, I had like 2 alpha payouts in the month, and I had like 5 top step payouts in the month. So it was like 7 payouts in 1 month. Or like 6 payouts in 1 month. That's just the difference. Like I don't take like this month I've taken 2 payouts so far. So when I first started getting payouts, it was maybe like 1 or 2 every month. Now, because I'm trading multiple accounts, it's more. Yeah, we've got news in 8 minutes, guys. We have got news in 8 minutes. What was the $200 that I made? It was just on NQ along Ashton here, bro. Impulse entry. Took liquidity. Closed above. Impulse entry push. It was only like very small, like two contracts. Oh, guys, cheers for likes. Smashed it on YouTube. 21 likes. Crushed on YouTube. TikTok, we're at 500. Let's crush it on TikTok too. If you haven't already, smash it. See what the news is going to do. What's everyone think this news is going to do? Up or down, guys? I think Nasdaq and gold could pull back a bit on news. Potentially. We'll see. Yeah, potentially a pullback. Dun, dun. Let's see. What strategy am I using? I'm using breakouts, mate. I use ranges and breakouts. So I find a range in the market, like these 2 levels that I've got now, and I wait for a breakout. So a candle closure below or above. And when my candle closes above or below, I'll look to trade into my targets. So yeah. Yeah, I trade NAS and gold. NAS and gold. Yeah, it was a very clean trade. I basically just targeted these prior resistance levels here. Can you see? Resistance, resistance. I literally took a trade here into that resistance. And then, yeah, it was across 2 accounts as well. So it was like 400 in total. Very quick trade. Very quick trade. Sorry, guys. I was just zooming into the NAS thing. What is the news going to affect? It will affect everything. It's unemployment claims, mate. It's going to affect everything. It's not going to just affect, like I say, it's going to affect gold and Nasdaq, obviously. But it's going to affect most pairs that you trade. Is it just the difference of the liquidity? If it was too far, you would come to the trade or closer to the level. Yeah, so basically, Ashton, I was just looking to manage at that area, and that's where I took full TP. The fact that there was liquidity above to trade into as well, I was happy to hold it into that level. Just because I knew that if price wanted to push higher, it was going to clear into that liquidity. Yo, cheers for likes, guys. Nice one. Appreciate you all. YouTube smashing it. 25 likes. Insane, guys. Insane. Anybody on the TikTok, if you want to head over and chat on YouTube, head over to Joe Trades on YouTube, okay? I'll see you there. If you got any questions as well, guys, just feel free to put them in the chat. All good, all good. And as always, make sure you're following this account up. This is my only account that I'm live on. Any other account is fake and it's not me. So make sure you're following this account up. So yeah, good little trade there to start off the session. And a good trade here that we're actually break even. But what I'm going to be waiting for now is just a breakout. Okay. Yo, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, welcome everyone. Would you still count that last red cat? Yeah, this is a liquidity grab, Michael. Perfect. Great spot. This is a liquidity grab. And the reason it's a liquidity grab is because it's pushed into these highs and closed below the high. That's what you want to see for a liquidity grab. You want the candle to push up above the highs, not respect it and close below. If it closes below the highs, that's a valid liquidity grab to continue down. Okay? Do you request payout at the end of the month? I just request payouts when they're ready, mate. So I requested payouts. I requested 7k on 2 accounts at the start of August. And it, well, like 10 days ago. Well, 10th of August, I think it were. And that's just because they were ready to be requested. There's no like, I don't look for certain days or end of the month. I just request them when I need to, when they're ready to be paid out. I don't leave money sitting in accounts. I just take it. Aussies, guy. Oh mate, I lived in I lived in Bali for a couple of months, and that was just full of Aussies. I've got a very good Australian friend, and yeah, Australians are sick guys. Love them. Yeah, the Aussies are very, very good guys. I've got a few Australian mates, to be fair, from when I was living in Bali for a few months. How ironic, Indy. Yeah, Rav. 2 options, high gamma exposure. What am I trading? NQ. Nasdaq, NQ. Yeah, Australia looks beautiful. I've never been, but I'm definitely going to go at some point. I think Australia is just like, it just looks perfect, doesn't it? I'm not sure if the trading times are for me, so I'll probably just visit for a few weeks, but yeah. Day trading, mate. Yeah, I'm a day trader. I'm in and out within the day. Yeah. In and out, get my piece, 1 to 2 trades, and I'm done. Simple as it needs to be. Keep my trading simple. Keep my trading simple, guys. 1 to 2 trades a day. I get my piece of the pie. Get the piece, what I need, and I'm out. Let's see what this news does anyway. Am I at home or am I in my office? Am I at home or am I in my office? I'm in my office. Yeah, I'm in my office, mate. Let's see. What's this news gonna do? Yeah, this is news, guys. I think news could have a little pop down here. Pop down and then push higher. What's gold done? Wow, this is good on gold. This pullback is good on gold. Gives me more targets. Office looks nice. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, appreciate it. It's quite big. Probably bigger than I need it to be, but yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Thinking about moving to Bali. Yeah, I'm going to go to Bali maybe at Christmas time for a few months. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Would a 10k challenge be okay to start? Yeah, sure, mate. If you're starting with prop firms, that's fine. But like I always say, you need to get that consistency regardless. You know, you can still waste a lot of money taking 10k challenges. Even though they're cheap, you can still waste a lot of money taking them challenges. So whatever you're trading, here we go, guys. This is the real move. So whatever you're trading, guys, just be patient and get that consistency, and don't waste money trying to take these huge, you know, 100k, 150k accounts when you're not consistent. Here we go, big push up. Can't wait for next month. Man, great community you have. Ashton, appreciate it. Guys, if anybody does, like I say, if anybody does want to join the mentorship, if anybody does want to learn my strategy, get inside the community. Like I say, if you want to join and you want to get inside, feel free. Like I say, sign up, learn the strategy, and start keeping your trading simple, and, you know, getting that profitable consistency. You know, if you're still trying to get them payouts and get to consistency, keep it simple with me, and, you know, work towards them payouts. Ashton, it's mentorship. It's mentorship, bro. Philippines for me again, but may visit Indonesia definitely. I want to go to Philippines, to be fair, at some point as well. What am I thinking? You might cut out. I'm gonna wait for this closure now, mate. Give it 5-10 minutes and then wait to see if I can get some trades on Nasdaq. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Ashton, bro. You got it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. What time frame? This is the 15. This is the 15, mate. Yeah, decent breakout now on Nasdaq. What's gold doing? Yeah, gold pullback here is good. It's going to create some targets, which is nice. Let's plan a trading retreat. Yeah, I mean, we can meet. We can have a little meetup for a day somewhere. Like I say, whenever I'm traveling, if you drop me a DM, like I say, you can drop me a DM if you're around the area, and we can meet up. That's absolutely fine. Like I say, I'm not traveling at the moment. I'm in the UK. But yeah, when I'm about again and I'm traveling, it'll be the new year that I'm traveling now anyway. So in the new year, if anybody's traveling, Europe, Asia, I don't know, just drop me a DM and we can meet up for sure. That'd be cool. Hey Joe Deegs, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, John. Nice one. How's everyone doing? But yeah, news here has just had a big push out and break out of this sort of range. So yeah, gonna wait for this breakout first. Let me just check the community quickly. The community chats. Yeah, we're good. We're good. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching this level now on Nasdaq. Just gonna push this up a little bit. Gonna watch this range. Let me have a look. Sorry guys. I'm just getting these things out of the way so I can get my chat back up. Let me get through the chat really quickly. Yeah, guys. What time frame do I use? I use the 15 and 30 mainly. Yeah, the 15 and 30. Yeah, I normally use the 15 and 30. But yeah. Yeah, we could, like I say, we can, you know, if there's a few people who want to meet up somewhere, like I say, I won't do it as like, oh, meet up and you learn strategy. No, I'll do it like if I do a meetup somewhere, it would just be like, you know, anybody can show up, just like a meetup kind of. And I think it would be cool if it is in a different country and we can like sit down, trade a session or something. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Yes, Darren, how's it going? But guys on TikTok, let me just wrap up on TikTok really quickly, guys. I'll be back in 30 seconds. So YouTube, bear with me. I'll be back. Right, nice one. We're good, guys. We're back. We are back. Sweet. Yeah, right. We're just on YouTube now anyway. How's everybody doing? Let's have a look at these gold. See, this pullback on gold's good now. Because before, gold had this big push up and we didn't have any targets to trade into. Can you see how we had this big push up and we had no targets to trade into? Now we're pulling back a little bit. I've got some areas to trade into above, okay? So now it's pulling back. I can look for longs into them highs, which is decent. And then on Nasdaq, like I say, maybe a break back above this area. I can start looking for some decent longs on gold. That is the plan. Not on gold, on Nasdaq, sorry. Let's have a look at the hourly. What's the hourly printing like? Hourly could close nice too. Yeah, I do like these hourly breakouts. But yeah, break out at this level, that'd be nice. Right, guys, let's do a poll anyway. I haven't done a poll in a long time. Okay, okay, guys, we're gonna do a poll. It's gonna be, how's the week been for everyone so far? Are we up? Are we down? Or are we break even? How's everyone's week been? Let me know. That's the first poll I've done in quite a while on YouTube, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ashton's up. Nice one, mate. Good to see. Good to see. Yeah, if this 15-minute can close above here, I'll be looking for the hourly to close above too, and then I can look for some longs. I do like some longs above here on Nasdaq. Gold's pulling back, so I can't really do much. So I'm going to be watching this Nasdaq closure for some longs. Look at this, 15 votes. Fill down. Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Like I say, you need to understand as well, every week's not going to be a winning week. Every week's not going to be a winning. Every day is not going to be a winning day or a losing day. Like, you need to just trade the plan and let it play out. Okay? That's what's key. But it's good to see that we've got, you know, a good vote there. I was up 2.8k last Friday on my Express Blue on Monday. Have blown 3 combines since. It's a jungle. Yeah, that's what it is, mate. It's just sticking to the plan and letting the playbook play out as well. Yeah, NQ's looking very nice. I'm liking NQ, especially if it can bottom wick. You know, if NQ can bottom wick, that'd be nice. $254, 2 trades. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff, man. August has been patient. Yes, it has. August has been patient, but it's still been very profitable. You know? There's been a lot of patience involved for sure, but with patience becomes profitability, you know? Mostly carelessness on my part. But like I say, you know, you need to learn from them sort of things. You know, if you find yourself doing things like, I don't know, not putting a stop loss in, like very simple things that, you know, you should be doing. The more you do it, the more you learn from it, the easier it becomes. Easier it becomes, and, you know, you won't be doing it next time. I'm waiting for this hourly to close on Nasdaq here. I'm going to wait for this hourly to close, and then I'm going to be looking to trade from there. Hourly can close nice and bullish above this range. I'll be looking for buys, guys. Gold pulling back. Nothing on gold. Guys, I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. I'm just going to go and get some water. Bear with me, okay? I'll get some water and I'll be back. Let's have a look at these chats, guys. Any trades on London session? I took a little long here, mate, on the 15 on Nasdaq. You know, you can see that I'm $200 or $400 up. I took a little trade here on this push. Broke above this range, and I took this push. It was in the London session, so yeah. What is Nasdaq looking like on this chart? Has it taken liquidity? No. It's a shame. It is a shame, because I wanted to take some longs here. But I'll wait for the hourly. If the hourly closes bullish, I'll take some hourly longs. I always miss trades, lads. Like me sometimes having a miss entry. I'll wait all day. Yeah, like I said, if you're missing trades, you need to understand that you only need 1 or 2 trades a day. When you understand that you only need 1 or 2 trades, 1 or 2 trades a day, or 1 or 2 good trades even a week, you know, 1 to 2 30-tick trades a week is still very good. Okay? And that's really all you need. It's really all you need. So when you get into your head that, you know, I actually only need to take 2 30-tick wins per week, so that's 60 ticks across multiple accounts, it's good. You don't need 10 wins 15 wins. Great patience becomes great response. Yeah. Patience does help with being a profitable trader, for sure. You know, every profitable trader has patience. It's as simple as that. But we'll wait for this hourly to close. If this hourly close is nice and bullish, I'll take some buys. All right, let's end this. Let's end this poll anyway. We've got how many people? 30 votes. Nice. We've just ended the poll. More than 50% of people are doing good. Good stuff. Like I say, guys, it doesn't matter. You might think to yourself, oh, we're up for the week. We're down for the week. Whatever, you're up or down, it doesn't matter. Like I said to the members, I said to the members in the London session Zoom call, I said, if you take a loss, it's literally just a row in a spreadsheet. Okay, so row in a spreadsheet and then on to the next trade. Don't let it define your week. Don't let it define your month. Don't let it define your trading career. Just put it in the journal. It's a row in the spreadsheet, on to the next. Simple as that, okay? And that's how I approach every losing and winning trade. It's just a row in a big spreadsheet of 200. Yeah, look at this 15 pulling back now. Now it's retested here. I think it could push, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this hourly to close here. Wait for this hourly to close. Lock in here, because if this hourly closes anything bullish above this range, I'm going to be looking for buys into all these highs up here. Bang, bang, bang. But we just got to stay patient and wait for this 10-minute to close here. Gold retesting 4-hour support. Let's have a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, it is. Let's have a look at this. That's the 4-hour open on gold as well, isn't it? Let me have a look. Yes, we've got the 4-hour closing in 10 minutes on gold. So we're having a decent pullback here, which is good. So if gold can start creating a range now, that would be nice. It's come and taken all these targets above. So if it can start creating a range now, let's say it starts doing something like this. Perfect. I've got some good targets then. Nasdaq, like I said, I need that stronger close on the hourly. Hourly close is a little bit stronger. I'm happy to take some more longs. Also, guys, if you've got any questions, just feel free to drop them in the chat as well. Feel free. Okay, this is looking decent on Nasdaq. If Nasdaq can break bullish in 8 minutes, I'm going to be looking for some buys. To take it up into these highs up here. And then, like I say, if it goes and smashes these highs in 8 minutes, then I can't be really looking for much. And then I'll just wait for gold to range. But the hourly on gold's even looking nice. How's gold looking? Yeah, gold's looking good. I just need that sort of range to form now, mate. So I need that range to form, and then I can look for trades above and below. I'm waiting for this Nasdaq breakout closure above here. Will you show where you put your... Yeah, I'll show on here where I put my buy stop. If it closes above, that is. You know, if it strongly closes above and I can get a valid buy stop on, I'll show it. Yeah. So let's see how we close here on the hourly. Okay, hourly closure. I'm probably going to get some buys in here. Probably use the MNQ chart, the micro chart, just because I've already taken a trade today. I've already taken a win. So I'm going to wait for that big breakout, and then I'll look to take them longs, guys. So a decent break above here, and then I can look for them longs. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do 15 micros. Da 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 da. Also, guys, if you want to join the free Telegram, the link is in the YouTube chat. I've just put the link in now. What I'll do is I'll pin the link for the free Telegram. If you do want to join it, 1 second when it goes in. Imagine if it just... Yeah. Could you imagine? There we go. Is there. There we go. Let me pin this link. Right, so if you want to join the free Telegram, guys, you can... The pinned link's there for you. Yeah, could you imagine if this candle just flew and went like this, tagged me in, and then went like that, bang, blew the account. Back to the start on these instant funded accounts. Could you imagine? Did this. No, literally did this. Bang. By like a tick. And then just went shot down and then back to start on these break thingies again. To be fair, it wouldn't bother. Whatever happens to these instant accounts, it doesn't bother me because I've already, the ROI, I've already made like 6.5 grand on them or something. Like in the month, I've made 6.5 grand on these accounts. That's like a good ROI for me. You know, if I imagine if I were trading 3 accounts, it'd be like almost 10k return on investment. cry, Shirley. Yeah, I'd be a bit annoyed, but there's not much you can do when you're playing with fire like this. We'll see anyway. Let's see if we can get that strong clause and I can put this down and get tagged in. Trump speaks out of nowhere, yeah. What would be nice if I held it and it went like this? Bang. Got buy stopped in there and it hit all the way up there. I'd have a little cry after stream. A little one. Yeah, for sure you do, man. You do. I want to be honest, I want this hourly to bottom wick and then I can get an entry on it. I would like a stronger close though. I'm watching it on here too. I am watching it on here too and I want to get a stronger close above here. It's a minute and a half. I don't know what it's going to do. Gold's still dropping. See, if I were going to be selling gold, I'd need to get below some more structure. So I preferred Nasdaq. You know, there's a decent wick fill up there as well. So I'm going to see how we close. What's the hourly saying? See what this minute does. I need it to close a little bit stronger than this. I can't have it closing on the level. It's just because there's so much liquidity up here. I'm happy to take longs on just any break above. Yeah, it's not going to break above here. 30 seconds, I doubt it. We'd need to see some volume anyway. What's Goldie doing? I mean, gold hourly closure here is clean for downside, but you're coming into a lot of structure. You know, just look to the left here, bang. You'd be selling into a level. That's why I prefer Nasdaq, but it's not giving that closure really. Literally closed on the level. I think even if this flips, it's going to push. It's literally closed on the level. It's not the strongest area to be buying from, but let's see how it bottom wicks. And if it bottom wicks and then it reflips these highs, then it's probably going to push. That's one thing you need to remember as well. Don't leave these in. It's not a very good idea leaving these in. Because when you leave these in, it never pushes into profit. What tends to happen is you leave them in and this happens. It'll just tag you in. Like, you never leave them in and it hits profit. You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard a story of... Yeah, well, I've heard like maybe one or two stories of people leaving these in and then this happens. It's never that. I don't know what it is. It's just never is. I'm gonna move this level up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna move this level up a little bit to here, guys. Yeah, so on Nasdaq, I'm gonna be leaving leaving my level here, and I'm going to be looking for buys above this range now. Now it's rejected. I'm going to be looking for buys back above this sort of range. So we'll see. We'll expose everything soon. No. No. What a nightmare. Not Emma. Some crazy accounts. Da 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 da. So yeah, we've got this level of resistance here now. So I'm just basically going to be looking for buys above there now. People have got so much time on their hands. Commenting, we'll expose soon. We'll expose what? Trading accounts and getting payouts. Great stuff. Class. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm watching on NQ. In terms of the sells, it would probably have to start breaking back below some of this resistance here. Okay, so this is the sort of range that I'm going to be watching on NQ. So it'd be like buys back above this range for targets higher, same for downside. Downside targets are quite clean on NQ as well. So yeah. Gold creating some sort of support as well, which is decent. So on gold, it's creating this sort of support here. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna have to wait for gold and NAS to create some sort of range. Or breakout on NAS, and then on gold, I need to wait for that range. So for gold here, I'll have to wait for a range to form. So we're starting to create some support. Okay, we're starting to create some support. I'll need to start showing that resistance now. When it creates a breakout, I can look for longs. If it creates a breakout to the downside, I can look for sells. So I need that recent resistance to start forming, and then I can start looking for some trades. All right, that's what I'm looking for on. That's what I'm looking for anyway on gold. So we're starting to create some sort of support here on gold. I just need that resistance to form, and then I'm good to go. On Nasdaq, I'm watching this range here. What are you thinking about on Nasdaq for today? Yeah, I'm watching this range here on Nas. Yeah, I'm watching this range. Buys above here, sells below here. Yeah, I've got one IG, Joe Trades XAU. Yeah, that's my IG, Joe Trades XAU. Yeah, the Insta's there, guys. You can have a look at the Insta. So yeah, that's all I can really wait for now. That's all I'm really going to be waiting for. Yo, yeah, guys, if you drop me a follow on Insta, I'll drop you one back as well. I'll drop you a follow back now. Sweet. How long have we been on for now? Let's have a look. We've been on for an hour and 30. Not bad. Got it. Yeah, nice one. Good stuff. Yeah, that's my, like I say, that's my Insta, guys. If you want to have a look at the Insta, there's a few things on there. Drop me a follow. Drop me a follow back on that. And if you want to drop me a message on anywhere, just drop me a message on Instagram as well. That's absolutely fine. Always good to build a like-minded community. Yeah, mate. Like I say, I like, it's good jumping on stream. I jump on stream for free for like an hour and a half, per day. So like I say, it's good to jump on. Have a chat with everyone, see how everyone's doing, and then head off, and then I go trade with the community. Go and trade with the members. Simple as that. Trade with the members in London, trade with the members in after New York. Gold dropping, is it? Yeah, look at that, gold dropping. I need a new range. I can't be doing much with here until gold creates that range. I mean, if you caught the hourly impulse, that's not a bad trade. If you caught the hourly impulse. Not a bad hourly impulse there. But, like I say, I need a new range on gold. I don't really trade until I find a range. Right now, there's no range. The only range I've got is Nasdaq. But I need to wait for a breakout. Potentially on the 15 or 30. Insta followed. Yeah, guys, I'll get back to everyone on Insta after this. Let me have a cheeky look. There we go. Sweet. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Seeing confluences, yeah, rad. At my knockoff time, UK time's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, but I'm really on the trades until I go to bed myself. I'm really on the charts because I'm looking at other things for the members. You know, so if Discord community members are trading later on, like I say, I'm looking at their charts, I'm analysing for them and stuff. So it might not be for me, but I do it for the members anyway. And I sometimes do an Asia market update if I need to, like if something's setting up that looks good for the people who trade Asia. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off anyway. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for a break above here for buys or break below here for sells. Other than that, guys, I'm just going to be waiting, okay? So anybody in the community, anyone in the community, guys, I'll see you there. If you're not in the community, I'll check in and see you tomorrow on stream, okay? But have a good one. Trade safe. End the month, end the week off strong, and let's crush it, guys. Anyone in the community, I'll see you there now. Peace out.